My name is Uma Bhalla, and today we will be doing a pranayam yoga session. Boost your immunity with the yoga. And so today we will be practicing some about 7 different types of breathing exercises, and in between some micro exercises. So we'll practice as each we practice pranayama, 7 different breathing exercises. I will be telling you the precautions and how much we should be doing it and when should be doing it and who can do it. So the yoga session, especially the breathing exercises from age 5 to 100 years, everyone can practice as sitting on the ground, like I am sitting on the floor. You can sit on the floor with a little cushion, or people who cannot sit on the floor, they can sit on the chair, or they can, people are very ill, they can lie down on the bed and can practice. Because today we will be focusing more on breathing than asana and postures. So before we delay, we start. So everyone, whoever joined with us, please sit comfortably on chair or floor or on your bed. Spine should be straight. Keeping your hand on your knee in a Gyan Mudra, which is first finger and thumb touching together. And we will spend at least 1 to 2 minutes to gathering ourselves. It's very, very important to gather ourselves. Gathering ourselves means your body, your mind, and your breath, which is the most important part of our yoga session. So sitting comfortably, spine straight, hands on your knee in a Gyan Mudra, and just gently close your eyes. As we close our eyes, you close your eyes. I will be talking in between, giving the instruction and practicing, but you just follow my voice and you can practice. So sitting comfortably, eyes are closed, hands on your knee in a Gyan Mudra, and we will connect first with our body. So we see ourselves standing in front of the mirror and glancing yourself. As you look at yourself, now we will be looking ourselves with our inner eyes, starting from your head. So see yourself, your forehead, your face, your upper body, middle part of your body, lower part of your body, your legs, your feet. Connecting with your body. Now we will be connecting with your mind. Connecting with your mind. What kind of thoughts are flowing? Because as we close our eyes, we get lots of thoughts. So we're just going to observe our thoughts for a few seconds. As we observe, we will just kind of let them go. Think of your thoughts like a cloud. They are moving. Because our thoughts does not stay one place. They keep moving, new thoughts are coming and old thoughts are moving. As we observe our thoughts, now we will observe our breath. Listening to your breath, inhaling and exhaling, normal breathing right now. As you observe your breath, if you are breathing very fast, slow down your breath. If you are breathing very shallow, take a deep breath and just focusing on your breath. So throughout the pranayama session, we will be focusing our breathing. So as we connect with our body, our mind, our soul, now we will chant Om 3 times. Om is just cosmic word sound. So take a deep breath in. chanting Om 3 times, we will be doing our first pranayam, which is Bhastrika Pranayam. It's simple deep breathing. Breathing in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. Breathing in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. This is simple breathing. Everyone can practice. 2.5 seconds to inhale and 2.5 seconds to exhale. Healthy people 5 minutes. Chronic health problem, they have to practice for 10 minutes. Children, they can practice for 2 to 5 minutes. It's very important today, since we are going through coronavirus is happening throughout the world. So breathing exercises are the most important. We can practice that. And the children especially, they are home. So as a parents, we can bring together as a family and we should teach our children to practice yoga. So Bhastrika Pranayam, I mentioned 5 minutes for everyone, healthy people, chronic people for 10 minutes. So deep breathing in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathe out. Balanced breathing, 2.5 seconds means you can practice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inhaling and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exhaling. You can count numbers or you can count Om, saying inhaling Om and exhaling Om. Breathe in and breathe out. So this was our first pranayam, Bhastrika Pranayam. In between we will do little micro exercises because we are not used to sitting on folded leg for long time. So these are simple exercise again. I will be showing you on the ground. You can do it on the chair. People who are lying on the bed practicing, they can do it on the bed too. So simple exercise, we will be doing couple of rounds. So first one, just bending your fingers and toes. Make sure we are breathing in and out. So this is 5 to 10 times. Then ankle exercise. These are very beneficial exercise for everyone, especially summertime. We are doing a lot of walking. So these are excellent exercise and everyone can do. And circling. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These micro exercises you can do any time. There is no restriction and do as much as we can. And now we will be doing second pranayam. It's called Kapal Bhati. What Kapal Bhati means? Kapal means forehead, Bhati means glow. So if you practice yoga every day, your face will glow. And so this is a little bit harder, but I know everyone knows today, almost 90% people in the world, they know what the yoga is. So everyone's practicing. So we'll change our mudras to a Pan Mudra. 2 middle fingers and thumb touching together. Just gently touching the tips, and we will be doing Kapal Bhati. Kapal Bhati everyone can do except who has abdominal surgery. The ladies who are pregnant and they had the baby or if they had a C-section, they cannot do this pranayam. They have to wait for 6 months. And if anybody has an open heart surgery, abdominal surgery, they have to wait for 6 months. Otherwise everyone can practice. Children can practice 2 to 5 minutes. Adults should practice about 15 to 30 minutes. If you are healthy, 15 minutes a day. If you have a chronic health problem, then 30 minutes a day. People want to lose weight, then they have to do 2 rounds of 30 minutes morning, 30 minutes in the evening. This pranayam should be practiced empty stomach. So if you had a heavy breakfast, you cannot have. If you have a lunch, you can. After lunch 4 hours. If you're doing practicing in the morning, then empty stomach. If you are doing in the evening, then 4 hours after your lunch, you should practice this. I will demonstrate and you can practice at home. So it will be 1 second, 1 stroke. It's like a little jerk. So it's best thing for home who are watching, they can keep their hand on their tummy like this and and make sure you are smiling. So when we exhale, tummy goes in, air comes out. This is the best way to practice. When you are in a class where your teacher can observe and practice, but since we are doing on TV, we want you to practice keeping your hand on the tummy. So this way you know you are doing correctly. A lot of times we get the students, they said they are practicing Kapalbhati at home, but their upper stomach is going in, lower stomach is coming out, or sometimes lower stomach going in and the upper stomach is coming out. So the best way to see your lower and upper abdominal going in, opening your palm like this, keeping your palm like this, and then so now I can see my lower stomach is going and upper stomach is going. This is the correct way to practice. And it should be 1 second, 1 stroke. What are the benefits from this pranayam? This pranayam removing first thing, upon mudra we are toxins, we are removing the toxins from our body and getting all internal organ exercise. Kidney, liver, pancreas, intestine, large and small. All the organs are located in abdominal. So we are doing their exercise. You can close your eyes and just focus your energy in your abdominal. So keep excelling, keep practicing, and beginners who are joined today, they can practice today about 30 to 40 stroke in 1 minute. As you practice every day, and some are practicing, so 1 second, 1 stroke in 1 minute, you do 60 times in 5 minutes, 300 times, and 15 minutes, 900 strokes. So don't just today sit there and make it 900 strokes. It will be very hard. Gradually you build up a practice. I'm practicing for past 15 years. So I can do about 60 to 65 strokes in 1 minute. But you have to listen to your body. This is a very, very important point. Everyone should understand. We have to listen to our own body. Not monkey see, monkey do. Because we kind of compete with other, we are not competing with anyone, we are only competing with ourselves. So we have to make sure we are listening to our body. Today kind of we forgotten to listen to our body. That's why we are going through with lot of crisis. So we need to focus and listen to our body. So 1 second, 1 stroke. So this is our second pranayam. It's Kapalbhati, practicing every day. Now we will do another set of micro exercises, which is very important. This micro exercise again, it will be, you can straight open your legs in the front. It's called grinding. This exercise is very good to get rid of excess weight in our tummy. Because if we have excess weight in our tummy, it's giving a signal to us we are creating health issues. The excess fat, now everyone says excess fat on the tummy is not good for our body. It creates diseases. So this is a simple exercise. If anyone has a hernia, please don't bend backward. If you have a back issues, don't bend all the way to the forward. If you have a back problem, you can do small grinding like this. If you have a hernia, you can do small like that. So this healthy one going all the way to the forward and back. So breathing in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathe out like this. Again, make sure we are smiling. So again, this you can do 5 times, 10 times, depends how much time you have. So we're going to do about 5 rounds clockwise and anti-clockwise, like this. Simple exercise, everyone can do. If you are sitting on the chair, still you can do on the chair too. This. Then we'll do second, our micro exercise is called butterfly. Again, people who are sitting on the chair, they can do too. So both feet touching together, interlock your hand and back straight, and this is called butterfly. Just simply both feet going up and down. If you cannot reach your feet, you can hold your ankle. If you cannot hold your ankle, right on your knees and just simply doing this. This is a very beneficial exercise for pregnant ladies. This is very beneficial for people who have a hips, back problem, and get rid of excess weight from your thigh, buttocks and hips. So this was just another micro exercise you can practice. Now we will be practicing our third pranayam. This is a little harder, but I like to show you, and I know a lot of people are practicing this. If you are beginners, just learn it and practice. This one is this is called Ujjayi Pranayam. This is for your thyroid gland. If people have a sleep apnea, snoring problems, vocal problem, thyroid problem, they should practice. How much you should practice? If you are healthy, 5 times. If you have a thyroid or any other issues, then about 11 to all the way up to 21 times you have to practice. So I will demonstrate to you 2 times. So like this, you just start inhaling with a little noise. So it will be like this. Holding a breath in, bringing your chin down to your chest, holding here for 10 seconds, lifting your chin up, taking your right hand, closing your right nostril and exhaling out. Again, one more time. You are inhaling with a little tight in your throat and holding again 10 seconds. Lifting your chin up, closing your right nostril and exhaling out. Sometimes you might going to feel little tingling, itching, coughing. That's okay, because we are working in activating your thyroid gland. So a lot of time people will have a lot of coughing, so don't get scared and keep practicing. So this was our third pranayam. Now we will be practice our fourth pranayam, which is very important, which is called Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing. In alternate nostril breathing, your left hand sitting on your knee. You can different mudras. You can do the Vayu mudra call. This is just rolling your first finger, thumb sitting, 3 fingers are open, Vayu mudra. This mudra helps for people who have arthritis, aches and pain in their body. So they can use these mudras and sit like this. If people have high blood pressure, they can sit a Vayu and Apan mudra, 2 middle fingers, only pinky standing. And this, now we will take your right hand, 2 middle fingers. We should be using a 2 middle fingers and thumb. This is the way we will make your clip, and we will be using alternate nostril breathing. Do not keep your hand underneath, just keep it here. Do not keep your hand so high, because a lot of people have shoulder problem. They cannot keep their arm up like that. So simply your elbow just resting here keeping closing your right nostril with the thumb, inhaling to the left, and 2 finger crossing your left nostril and breathe out from the right nostril. Then breathing in from the right nostril and breathe out from the left nostril. This is alternate nostril breathing, Anulom Vilom. So let's practice. As you practicing, I will be telling you the benefits. So let's couple of times I'm gonna go practice with you, then I'll be giving you the benefits. So inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. So you keep practicing Anulom Vilom. Anulom Vilom again, everyone who are healthy, 15 minutes practicing. People have a chronic problem, they should be practicing from 30 minutes. Cancer patient, they have to practice from 30 minutes to almost 1.5 hours. So it depends on you. If you are healthy, then 15 minutes every single day you practice. Anulom Vilom, some precautions. You can practice Anulom Vilom after 2 hours of your breakfast, 2 hours of your lunch, and 2 hours after your dinner. So 2 hours, because people who have to practice longer, they have chronic health issues, they have to do more. So we recommend them can practice every 2 hours of your meal you can practice. But if you are healthy, if in the morning you do 15 minutes, that's good enough for you. And children should practice this for 5 minutes. This is very good. So Anulom Vilom helps to calm your mind down, relaxes, lot of benefit from the health issues, and especially today we are going through the stressful life. Everyone is stressed out for many reasons. So this pranayam help you to calm your minds down, helps you to relax, release your stress, anxiety, depression. People can sleep in the night. People are going through a lot of emotionals. They are physical, mentally and spiritually. A lot of people are going through very hard times. So this pranayam is very beneficial for everyone. And again, you can sit, just make sure your spine is straight. We are not sitting like this, has to be nice and up, practicing. And if you are sitting on a chair, make sure your spine is straight. People are lying down, just lie down straight and keep practicing. If any time when you are practicing at home, your right hand get tired, you can use your left hand too. So you can practice. If people have a difficulty, a lot of time people have a frozen shoulders, they have an arm problem, they can simply move your leg like this and keep your elbow resting here, and they can practice this way. So there are a lot of variation. A lot of time my students, when somebody tried to make excuses, I said you can't have any excuses. There is always a variation you can practice. So you cannot skip today to make excuses and not to do it. And today everyone has plenty of time, so practicing every single day. So this is Anulom Vilom. One more time I'm going to show you. And out, in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. So we have to make sure one more thing. We always start from the left nostrils. So breathing from the left, breathe out from the right, breathing from the right and breathe out from the left. This is the way the cycle has to be. So always starting from the left nostril and finishing on the left nostrils. People who have high blood pressure, they're like sometimes you get very stressed out, like people, you can feel the heat is coming from your ears and the face is red, and a lot of time we short temper we have. So that time we recommend you can just calming your mind down, just close your right nostril and just breathe to the left and breathe out the left, breathe to the left and breathe out. It helps you to calm down. So anytime everybody is stressed out, everybody is mad, angry, you want to calm yourself down, you are a boss and your employee is giving you a hard time, just go to your room, calm yourself down and practice this for 2 to 5 minutes, and suddenly you will be calm and relaxed. Now we will do another little micro exercise, which is going to be hand exercises, because it's very, very important. Today a lot of people are all computer works, and so your hand, wrist need to be exercised. These are again simple exercise. People who are working in their office, they can practice. So let's practice everyone. Again 5 to 10 times. So first bending your fingers and thumb like this, breathe in and breathe out, breathe in and breathe out. Again you can practice anywhere. So this simple exercise, then thumb goes in, make a fist, and then just rotating. If you cannot touch it, simply you can rotate like this. Again there are a lot of variation, you don't have to be. This is your wrist exercise, like this, clockwise, anti-clockwise, always smiling because we are working on our body. So we should be happy. Simple again, both. We carry a lot of tension on our shoulders, frozen shoulders. So elbows bending, your hands on your here, on your shoulders, both elbows touching together. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. This is an excellent exercise for your shoulders. Again, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Good. Taking your both arm up in the air, interlock, breathe in. This is very good for shoulders and back. Pull out. So inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhale and exhale. Good. Again interlock your hand behind your head. Breathe in, palm pushing to the head and head pushing to the palm. When we do, make sure your elbows open, your chest is open, shoulder blades touching together. So breathe in and out. So open and down. Breathe in and out. Right hand, right temple. Again, palm pushing to the head, head pushing. If you are wearing a glasses, you need to remove your glasses. Breathe in. And your palm, this palm just fits perfectly right here. So just pressing in, your elbow should not be here, a back. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Left hand. Good. Interlock your hand on forehead. So when you are doing on forehead, take your elbows back as much as can and chin out and release, back and release, back and release. One more time. These are simple exercises but lot of benefit. Just you feel so nice and relaxed. Both hand on your knees, lift your shoulder up and make a circle, loving yourself. Today we kind of forgotten to love ourselves. We looking for love outside. Let's today onward looking ourselves inside. Big smile and loving yourself and relax. So this is another micro exercise everyone can practice. Now we're going to do our 3 pranayam together. They go together but we're going to do today one at a time. But at home, when you are practicing, you practice all three together. It takes you to the last stage of your meditation when you practice one after that. So first will be Bhramari Pranayam. Bhramari Pranayam, it's called like a bumblebee for our Canadian friends, for them to know. A Bhramari, it's simple. First finger goes over your eyebrows, 3 fingers on your eyes, gently pressing. We are not pushing so hard, gently press. And we have a little lid here. So you just going to press that lid like that. Not thumb going in the air, because a lot of ladies have fancy nail, so you might damage your ears. So you don't want that. So just the little lid we have, you just going to press that so you cannot hear outside sound. And this pranayam you can practice 5 times. But if you are suffering from sleeping problem, if you are stressed out, lot of anxiety, depression if you have, you can practice this pranayam 5 times, 11 times, 21 times. People we recommend in our class, people have difficulty sleeping in the night. So we tell them, you practice in the bed, lie down and keep practicing one after another as many times as you can. And it works so good. People, they keep practicing. They said, oh Umaji, we reached up to 5, 10, 12 and we were sleeping. We were so sleepy. This is a very good exercise. People have difficulty. No, don't pop the pills to make us sleep. Do this pranayam. Simple, cheapest, doesn't cost any money. I know sometimes it might gonna bother your husband who's sleeping next to him, so you can tell him he can start practicing too. So we're going to do Bhramari Pranayam. We're going to practice 3 times. Then we're going to do Om, which is Udgit Pranayam, which is chanting Om. And then last will be the Pranav Pranayam, silent breathing. So let's practice Bhramari Pranayam first 3 times. So first finger over your eyebrows, 3 fingers on your eyes, ears are plugged, and we're going to take a deep breath through the nose, and it will be sound, humming sound. So take a deep breath. So this is our Bhramari Pranayam. Now we're going to do Udgit Pranayam. Keep your eyes closed. Bring your hand down on your knee in a Gyan Mudra, chanting Om. After chanting Om 3 times, at home you can practice 5 times, 11 times, whatever time you have. Now the last pranayam, which is we are practicing now, it's called Pranav Pranayam, concentrating on your breath. Eyes are closed, hands on your knee in a Gyan Mudra, spine is straight, nice smile on your face. Now we will be just listening to our breath. Silent breathing. In Bhastrika, when we practice in beginning, it has a little sound, but Pranav Pranayam, soundless breathing. In 1 minute, we breathe about 15 to 16 breaths in 1 minute. In Pranav Pranayam, we are trying to practice to breathe as less breath as possible. Yogi, Rishi, Muni, they breathe in 1 minute. They start same what we are practicing, and some yogi, Muni, Rishis, they take only 1 breath in 1 minute. That's why we see they live for 200 years, 150 years. We are all born with the billions of breath. How we use it is our hand. As everyone knows, horse and dogs breathe very fast. Their life span is about 15 to 20 years. So turtle takes 4 breaths in 1 minute. So I always say, today we need to breathe like a turtle, eat like a turtle, walk like a turtle, and we'll be able to live for 400 years. Swamiji says our body made out to survive for 400 years. But due to the environment, due to our lifestyle, the food, the habits what we have, we destroying our body, we destroying our mind, we destroying the universe. And so we today, the way we are lifestyle is, we are not making up to 100. Somebody makes 100 years, we kind of celebrate in a big way. But Swamiji says we can live up to 400 years. Our organs are to survive to up to 400 years. So we need to change. How can we change? Just simply practicing yoga every single day. And believe me, you will start changing yourself from inside and from outside. So this is our Pranav Pranayam, last pranayam. And now slowly and gently you raise your hand over your head, rubbing together like this. When we rub together, we are generating the yogic energy. So you can rub from 30 seconds to 1 minute like that, and you will see the heat. And then slowly take that energy on your face, to your throat, to your chest, each and every part of your body, wherever you can touch, and all the way down to your feet, your arms. And then slowly you can open your eyes. So this was our today a pranayam session, which each and everyone can practice. I mentioned before. And this session today we did it especially for our International Yoga Day. It's coming up soon. For us is an International Yoga Day every single day. So I hope onward today and onwards everyone will practice this, and please do it. Swamiji's, our slogan is Karo Yog Raho Nirog. If you practice yoga every single day, the disease will not come to you. Like corona. So what is a corona? Corona means yoga corona. So every single day, everybody has to do yoga. And so we thank each and every one today for coming and joining with me and practicing. Please do practice. And the last and least, we going to do the most important, which I enjoy myself from childhood. I used to be, when I was growing up back home in India, laughing. My mother, my grandmother always, I used to get a lot of spanking. Like here we cannot spank our children, but back home. Why? Because I used to laugh all the time and for silly thing. And they said, you are a girl, you should not be laughing. And now today I have to tell the whole world to be laughing. So let's do that. Last and least, we're gonna do Hasyasana, laughter yoga. We have a laughter yoga too. So opening your arms, big smile, inhaling. So now we will be, now after the laughter, what we'll do, let's practice at least 5 minutes of meditation. Meditation is very important. After yoga, we do practice. After pranayam, we do yoga. You can call it yoga nidra, savasana, meditation, whatever you like. So people sitting like me, we will do meditation sitting down. People who are on the bed, they will do yoga nidra. People are sitting on the chair, they will do savasana. So but just simply sitting comfortably, hands, if you feel like opening your legs, you can do that. Lying down. So 5 minutes of meditation, simply your palms resting on your knees, spine straight, hands on your knee. Close your eyes. Make sure you have a nice smile on your face. As you close your eyes, I will be talking, I will be pointing out the body parts, and you going to let them relax. So let's start from your feet. So simply wiggle your toes and fingers and just relax. Relax your ankle. Normal breathing is happening. Relax your calf muscle, your knees, your thighs, your buttocks, your back, lower back, upper back, your abdominal, chest, shoulders, your arms, bicep, tricep, palm facing to the ceiling. All your fingers and thumb is relaxed. Neck is relaxed. All your facial muscles are relaxed. Drop your jaw, teeth away from each other. No grinding, no tightening. Whenever we are tense, we grind our teeth, we crunch our jaws. Now we just relax. No lining on your forehead. Eyebrows are completely relaxed. Forehead is relaxed. Nice smile on your face. Now your body is completely relaxed. Only thing is happening, you are breathing in and breathe out. As we relax, let's find a place where you find yourself the most happy and peaceful. Sometimes we find our place on the beach or in the park or garden, or sometimes in your own home there is a place where you go and you said, well, I'm just so relaxed. So find a place, your comforter zone, wherever you feel comfortable. I always like to take myself on the beach. Nice beach, sand. Lying on the sand, you feel the warmness of the sand on your back. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, the fresh air is touching on your face. and the cold water from the ocean touching your feet. Feel the cold water on your feet. People are passing by. As the water comes, touches your feet, washing away all your problems, whatever you have. Just think of each time the water comes, the waves touches your feet and washing away each problem, washing away, and let it go. Your stress, your anxiety, whatever is bothering you, just keep washing away. You are becoming light and lighter and lighter. We are always lighter from our body, but heavy in our mind. So just think of each thoughts are going away and you are becoming more relaxed. You are completely relaxed. Only thing it's you are listening to your breath. So this type of meditation you can practice every day in the morning and in the night. You can practice in the bed, rewind yourself. I always say from morning to evening, just go through all the things what you did, what happened to your life throughout the day. Just rewind yourself and then you'll have a beautiful, peaceful sleep. So 5 to 10 minutes meditation, you can put nice soft music, prayers, whatever you like. You just have side music. Now this is the way we will do meditation. Now you come back to the place wherever you are in your family room, living room, your backyard, wherever you are sitting. Come back to the beach, from the park, wherever you are, and come to the place in your own home. And now gently, if you are lying down, you can sit up. If you are sitting on the chair, just sit up. People who are in bed, it's okay if you sit up, it's fine. Otherwise, lay there, both palms touching together. Bring those palms next to your heart in Namaskar position. Before we end our meditation, we're going to say Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om means I am. Shanti means peace. So one peace for yourself, another peace for your family and friends, and the third peace in the world, whoever they need. And this is the way we end our session. Om.